Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Sunday night chat, a Sunday night roundtable. This is a New Year's version or New Year's edition, I guess you would say. And being this of the first day of the new year, we will probably kind of do this a little different. Maybe not as serious as we normally do. Maybe we will. I don't know. We'll wait and see how it goes. But probably have at least one or two more people join in after it starts, and I want to say I think this is the first time I ever started it on time, so so kind of proud of that. So I'm going to try to do a little bit better job of starting this on time. Whether I'm the only one here or not, I don't care. I need to get them started on time. And anyway, but I got a couple of great YouTubers here, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. And I'm gonna start with Blue823. What's up, Blue?
No, not too much. Thanks for the invite, as always. Happy New Year to everybody out there. Most of us, well, if you're watching this, I guess we all made 2016. So here's to making it at least another year. Really nothing cooking on the fire over here. Another year older. Boom. So haven't quite hit the 4-0 club yet, but we're getting there. So it's we'll see where the chat takes us tonight.
Damn, 4-0 club. I'm about to hit the 5-0 club. Fuck you. Anyway, Don, trees blowing, my friend. Would you like to do an intro or talk about anything right quick?
Thanks for having me, TR. Get my ear back in here. Happy New Year's, everybody. Welcome to 2017. I ain't got a whole lot going. I've been kind of laid up here the last couple of weeks with the wife and stuff. So other than that, I ain't got a whole lot going. Hello.
Okay. Well, thanks for being on here, Don. I know you got a lot going on with your wife, so if you have to step out early, that's fine. And of course, not that it wouldn't matter anyway. You do whatever you got to do. But anyway, I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Let's hope 2017 will be a awesome year for us. I think 2016 wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be, and let's hope 2017 won't be as bad as we could think it could be as well. And I'm trying to be optimistic and looking for good things. And happy Trump won, even though that pisses a lot of people off. I don't care. Considering the alternative, I think we done pretty good, and got high expectations for the next year, but we'll see. And anyway, is there anything one of you guys want to bring up or talk about?
I got just two things real quick. Number one, catching part of the the New York City ball apple thing dropping down. I was catching some of some of their security measures on a different style TV show last night, and they're saying that they're having truckloads of sand, like huge semis full of sand, as part of their preparedness for any possible terrorist attack. Is there? I mean, I understand that sand will absorb shock waves. It can be laid down in a chemical assault, that type of stuff. But I had never heard that before, that they're using truckloads of sand in and around the city like they have them staged. And I was wondering what the actual thought process was, or if you guys had heard anything on that.
I hadn't heard anything on it, but if they're leaving it in the trucks, I guess it'd be a good barrier for shrapnel or anything like that in case of an explosion or something. But if they're laying it down, I wouldn't know why they're laying it down.
Yeah, they weren't laying it down. It was still in the trucks, and that's just I don't know. It was just I saw that and I'm like, what the hell? There was no explanation as to why but they made a huge deal over these trucks that were filled with sand.
Well, if they're filled with sand, it would be a harder target. I think they were thinking like the bus in Paris or whatever, that I could be wrong on that. Anyhow, wasn't in Paris anyway. If you had trucks filled with sand, they would be a more immovable object for a bus or transfer truck or whatever to blow through. I mean, you just can't park empty trucks in streets and expect them to keep back anything. So if I fill them full of sand, fill them full of whatever, something dense, heavy, they would be more likely to stop a threat. I'm assuming, I have no information on this, but I'm assuming if they didn't empty the trucks, that was their plan.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense. I mean, it makes complete sense, especially now that these assholes are getting a little more thrifty, and what better targets to hit than huge cities with their New Year celebrations with millions of people out on the street. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially New York City on New Year's Eve. I mean, I don't know how many thousands or hundreds of thousands of people are on the streets when that ball drops. But yeah, it's a big number. So that's a prime target.
You couldn't pay me enough to go down to New York City that time of night.
There's no way.
You couldn't
in that crowd.
New York City, period.
Well, that too, but especially on a crowded thing like something like New Year's Eve.
It's almost too crowded at my house, and I live alone.
Yeah. Easy Patriots got it right. A goat blanker with an assault truck wouldn't get through a truck full of sand.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's all it was. I mean, I'm just guessing, speculating. That's probably why. Just making it more of a hard target that, harder to pass by,
Well, they did. The only attack that I saw from the New Year stuff was, I think it was in Istanbul. I think that's how you say it. New Year's Eve, somebody walked into a nightclub with a rifle, and if I saw right, it was like 39 dead and dozens injured.
He shot the cop at the door. I guess he shot the police or the guard at the door, and he was dressed in a Santa suit, what I heard. Walked in, started shooting. Left the gun behind, I guess.
No, that's why I don't freaking I hate going out to crowded places, and I won't.
I was sitting there watching the Lions game there before the chat here. They're at home tonight against Green Bay, and my brother-in-law, he gets tickets and stuff and wants us to go to Tiger games. I just ain't got no. I just don't want to get in that bunch. Not only is it uncomfortable sitting there that long, it's just I don't want to be in a big crowd.
Our sporting events compared to like the European sporting events like soccer and stuff, those freaking people, they riot almost every damn game. I mean, it's like you go to these games thinking you might die. I mean, it's like, what the hell?
Hunt for Food got a question for you, TR. If you want to switch subjects right quick, what kind of reloading machine do you use?
Well, yeah, I answered, but
I see.
A Dillon Square B, and I also have a Dillon 550. But at the same time, I do have single stage presses as well. Depends on what I'm loading. For some of my rifle cartridges, I do, like if I'm loading 8mm Mauser or something like that, I'll all I got to see a single stage. But as far as 9mm or 45, I use a Square B, and I bought a Dillon 550 to do 223, and I hadn't bought any conversions for it yet, but I may do a conversion and go to the only other cartridge that I have a lot of fun shooting is a 45 Long Colt, and I may start using the 550 to do 45 Long Colt. I'm a blue fan. If you're gonna go progressive, go blue. What did y'all buy? Blue 823. It was ironically saying that, but did y'all got the Hornady, didn't you?
Yeah, we got the Hornady. Pretty much everything's Hornady. We have it set up. I just haven't gotten out to get a video done yet. Basically 5 of us went together and bought everything we needed, and now we're waiting for. Well, we're not waiting; it's set up, but we have a couple guys that's what they do a lot of reloading. So I want to, they're going to teach us. Basically this is what you do. If you have any questions, call and that type of stuff, because we're all brand new to it. So
Yeah, it's intimidating. It really is. But once you get it figured out, it ain't nothing to it. It's simple as simple can be.
Simple as pulling a lever.
Yeah. It's just a matter of getting your understanding what's going on. Once you understand what's going on, it's all easy. Yeah, I need to do some more reloading.
I got to get some more bullets, man. I've just got all those bullets loaded up that I loaded up, those 9s and 45s, those ones that I powder coated. I got over, 22,000 of them, I guess, loaded up, ready to go. Just got to get some time, get to the range now.
I think I just hate losing brass so much that actually the price of ammo is down enough right now that, I mean, it's easy to justify loading, but at the same time, I would rather buy, Tula or something like that and just shoot. I mean, even 9mm. I'd just soon buy aluminum, Federal, or Tula steel case 9mm and shoot it, and not even have to worry about picking up my brass. Now, it does cost more. Don't get me wrong, but it'd be different if I went to a range where I could pick up my brass plus what somebody else left over. But even in my yard, I always lose at least 30% of my brass, and that's being optimistic.
In the indoor range, TR, I tell you what, you wonder how you do it, but I've lost brass on the indoor range. I don't know where that stuff hides at. I really don't. But I'll walk out there, I'll lose 2 or 3, not a lot, 2 or 3 pieces that I just cannot find. I don't know where they're at, which I don't like to shoot on the indoor range anyway, but in the wintertime, I ain't got no other choice.
Yeah. And that's in a controlled environment.
Yeah.
So when you walk outside or walk into the woods, like my little range back in the woods where I'm in deep brush. There really isn't. I probably can't pick up 10%. Well, I don't even know if I could. It's just gone. If I shoot it, it's gone. There's no way to pick it up. If I'm in beside my house, like I am a lot of the time shooting, I can get most of that back. But if I go back in the woods where I'm back there shooting at my, plates and stuff on the trees and what have you, they ain't even no use even trying to pick it up. So
yeah, I lose brass out at the range, the outdoor range too. They can find their way under a leaf, and you can be looking at them, and if they're standing straight up, you're looking in the hole and you don't see them, unless they're laying flat. I always lose brass, but a lot of times I find more than I lose anyway, so I don't have to worry about brass usually.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a lot different if you go into a range and shooting a lot at a range, because you can actually recover, maybe more brass than you even shot,
Now, at your indoor range or even the outdoor range, I've seen them at both. Have you ever seen those big ass push behind? It's a giant wheel that has like little rubber spikes on it, and it just you just push it like one of them old style lawnmowers that you push it and it spins, and it picks up almost all the brass. I haven't seen one of those up until like this last year, and I started seeing them everywhere. I'm like, that is the greatest idea ever, because you just run over the area that you're shooting in, and it just picks it all up.
On the indoor range, they got them, but it's like a basket, wire basket, round basket. It's got wires across it, and they ain't worth crap. I mean, but I've seen the one you're talking about. There was a guy, I had one out there, man, it's just like a rake or something. You just rake across the grass, it just picks it right up. I need to check out one of those.
I don't even know what they're called. I'm sure if you just typed in brass collector somewhere, it'd pull it up.
He told me what the manufacturer was on it, because I was talking to him. He actually let me use it one time, and I just can't remember what it was. It's been that long ago. Anything beyond yesterday, I have a hard time remembering it anyway. So,
hell, I borrowed a metal detector to help find brass in my yard, and I still don't get it at all. Using the metal detector.
You better get your checkbook book out for one of those things. It's called the Ammo Picker Upper, and it's $540 for that roller style.
Is that right? Woo! I won't be getting one of them.
Me either.
I've seen little ones, but it's only about this big or whatever. But that's when you see the brass and you're running it over that. I don't know.
I'll stick to my official brass picker upper. I'm lost at the range. One time I forgot this. I just left the brass laying because of my knees and back. I can't bend down there and pick that crap up. That never fails to go to the range other than that one time.
Yeah, getting back to the reloading. I mean, 223 is cheaper for me it's easier and cheap. Well, I won't say cheaper, but it's easier just to buy it. 9mm and 45. Now, 45, I will shoot my reloads. I don't think I've ever bought 45 auto, like Tula or something like that. But 9mm, I mean, it is really pretty damn cheap right now. I can load it for about half of what I can buy it for, but I don't shoot as much as I guess I'd like to, even though I got all the opportunity in the world. It's just too easy to buy it right now for me. I don't know. I don't have a girlfriend, so it's ammo's cheap to me.
While we're on the subject of that, I was at Walmart, and I've seen them there before, and I've been able to buy a box of them. They got 150 rounds or Winchester in their steel case. They're in it like just a carton, like a brown box, like $28 for 150, which is less than $10 for 50. I just wonder if anybody's, I think it was, what's the guy from Military Arms? I think he had some problems with the ones he used. I just wonder if anybody else has used them and had problems with them.
I've shot them. I didn't have any failures whatsoever. Sorry about that. I didn't have any failures whatsoever, but the only thing I've shot them in so far was my HKP7.
USA forged 9mm. Big Johnson just put it up there. That's the name of them.
Yeah, it's just in a big brown box.
Yeah, just like a generic type box. No fancy lettering or anything on it.
I didn't have any problems with them. They shot fine for me. But that was the only gun I've shot them in so far. I could probably go dig that box up. Trying to think where I put it. Anyway, yeah, they work fine for me.
I know.
I think steel case and aluminum case is going to be more and more prevalent in our future.
Yeah, I know both the Tula and the Federal aluminum. They both shot good in the 9, and I've only tried the Tula in the 45. It worked good in that.
Let me go grab that box so everybody know what they're looking at.
Pop's question. You looking for cheap ammo? No, I'm not really looking for it, Pops, but you know, if there's a good deal there, I might pick it up.
Now that's I see the videos that he does with his ammo mafia stuff with picking up 22 at awesome prices, and I'm still 22 in this area. Every now and again there'll be like the mother load, but that's like once every 3 months, maybe 4 months, and then it's dry.
Well, you know, I've seen them like at Dick's Sporting Goods, MC Sports, but I never, especially the two Walmarts that I usually frequent, which is one's about 3 miles from my place, the other one's on the way to Gun Club. I haven't seen. They had 22 shot shells there this morning and some 22 Magnums, and that's all the 22s. That's the first 22s I've seen on the shelf in quite a while at those places.
The only store locally that other than your gun shops is Dunham's. That's the only like sporting goods store that I can go into that always has they always have 22, but it's a little bit more expensive than what, not a lot more, but and right now I hate saying it, but I don't need it. I don't need a 22 as of right now, but once spring finally gets here and the snow melts and the kids get back out, we're going to be shooting quite a few. So hopefully find a couple good deals here soon.
Yeah.
Here's what that Winchester looks like. Is it just in a plain brown box?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I didn't have any problems with it myself. Like I said, I've only tried it in one gun. But the one gun I tried it in, it worked fine.
Now, does this say anything about that bullet being a steel core?
I don't know if it's steel core or not. Steel case for sure. It's full metal jacket. Copper. No, it says a brass jacketed lead core.
Okay.
So I shot to the left really hard with it, but I think it's because I'm so used to, I've been shooting the Glock so much. I got that HK out and that light trigger on it. I think I was I think I had my finger too far in, was pushing the gun to the left when I was pulling the trigger. But that's, you know. Yeah, I agree. Steel's good, aluminum bad. I've had more malfunctions with aluminum cased ammo than I have steel. I don't know if I've ever had a steel cased ammo fail on me, but aluminum, I've had several failures, and it's always a failure to extract.
I've never had a problem with it. Of course, I ain't shot that much of it either, so.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is the aluminum is so soft the extractor can kind of, you know, like actually pull part of the rim back instead of grabbing it and kicking it out. It actually slips over it because aluminum gives, is my explanation. Because there was somebody's video that I just watched the other day, and I made that comment, and they agreed with me. They said, I think you're right, because that's the only failures they had. It wasn't a failure to feed. It wasn't a failure to fire. It was just a failure to extract. And I think the aluminum rims are just too soft.
I know you can get one reload out of them.
Yeah. Got a bunch of people out there. Let me do a rundown right quick. I know I don't do this enough, but let me do a rundown right quick. I'm going to start at the top as far as my thing will let me. And it's not all the way, but anyway, we got Sandy's Passions, Blues Girl 65, Blue 823, AZ Patriot, Sandy's Passions, Big Johnson's Guns and Gear, P NASCARs, AZ Patriot, I think I said. Stealing Logs, Hidden Coin Collector, MCK, Crazy 45 Cat, Bird Dog 1227, Mossy Nut, SKS Hugo. Brian 123458. Saints and Sappers. Stan Orch. Rob JZ. Curious Yellow Solar. Buckeye Brian. Is your six coverage out there? You got a link, asshole. Come on in. Frank I or Frank L. I think it's Frank L. Buck Run 11. J. Greg Campbell. Pop's Quest. I think I said Mossy Nut. If I didn't, Mossy Nut. Hunts for Food 67. Mike DeLucia. 6'8" guy. Looking for different names. The Genius Prepper. Sorry, I'm scrolling. I think I said Crazy 45 Cat. ATF Sucks. Deep Org 001. Southern Style 357. Tower Jockey. Gimp Geek. Bizza Rizza Jizza. Gotta say it right one time. Mario Mazin, what's up, brother? Gotta say it right one time. And O0 Cypher 7. What's up, brother? Real Cobra Burnout. I think that's about it. Is that Rick making all that damn noise over there?
Yeah, you can tell Rick's in the house.
Hey, I got to come in with a bang. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year, gentlemen. Sorry.
Happy New Year.
Rick?
Careful, Blue.
I actually did that a long time ago when you first came in.
Oh, it took a while.
Yeah, it did.
I'm going to mute myself here.
Yeah, that took a.
How's things in California? Rick?
Sure, you got to ask me a question while I'm trying to. Things in California. It's raining right now, actually. Well, it was raining last night. Pretty good. They could definitely use it, of course. Other than that, lots of people, lots of traffic, lots of noise, lots of. And things are going good. Things are going good. Hopefully, everybody out there is having a good time and having a brand new good year. If not, you got plenty of time to make it better.
I'm glad you can make it, man. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Hey, Don. Hey, Blue.
Rick.
Evening, sir.
Got a little fuzz on your face there, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Blue.
Yeah, I decided to not shave since rifle season started. So we're gonna go back to work tomorrow and see how far that flies.
Are you gonna go for comb over? Like get it long enough where you can like bring it all the way over the top?
This will be the longest it gets. That's if I don't get sent home tomorrow, because we actually have a policy we're not allowed to have facial hair other than the porn stash. But
figured out we'll just plan on going home.
Yeah, they usually don't care, not too much anyway. They're really laxed around hunting season because kind of the way it is. But nobody's really ever done it and tried to keep it throughout. So we'll see how that goes.
All right. Well, I'm just telling you, it's probably not going to go as well as you were hoping for.
It's all right. I'm not ready to go back to work anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 6 more days, and then I get the hell out of here.
Get back to God's country, huh?
That's right. Sure do love it out here, or out there. Keep forgetting where I'm
It's
at
hard
again.
to beat the Carolinas.
Yeah. I need to get over here so I can see the external. We'll be back in a minute.
You need a link? All right. Has anybody made any New Year's resolutions? We'll go ahead and get this out of the way.
I've got nothing.
Me neither. Never could keep them in the first place. I quit giving them things a long time ago.
Same here.
It's bad when you make them. You make it through about 3 hours, and all of a sudden you're doing something. You said you couldn't go any further, you know.
The only thing that I can say that I may actually pursue that I want to do this year, and it is a just impulse something I want, is a 45 long Colt lever action rifle. I don't care if it's a Rossi, a Winchester, a Henry. I don't care what brand it is. I just want a lever action 45 long Colt.
I've
Just
thought
for
about
that.
that too.
Other than that, none. I got no resolutions.
That's more of a want list than it is a resolution.
Yeah, you know, that's the closest I could come to it.
Yeah.
Well, on the 31st, I was thinking maybe I'll quit smoking, but I already blew that right in the morning of the 1st, so that didn't work out so well. So, shit happens.
It's Pop's Quest's fault. He's the one that made a video talking about it. Being that Trump's the 45th president and he wants a 45 long Colt or a 45 caliber lever action, I was like, that's an awesome damn idea. I need one of those. Being that I'm a 45 long Colt freak anyway. I already got 3 pistols in 45 long Colt. I want a rifle in one too.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that whole 45th president deal. Problem is, I don't want another round to reload. I'll be like, oh.
Well, I'm already set up to load 45 long Colt. Hell, the first rounds I ever shot in 45 long Colt were reloads. Ordered 500 rounds of brass from Starline. Already was casting bullets for 45 ACP. And so it was just a matter of another mold. I wanted, a little bit heavier bullet. I mean, I was there,
Yeah, that's true. I know.
But that's why I say that I'm going to buy a conversion kit for my 550 to do 45 long Colt. Not that I'm going to shoot it. When you shoot 45 long Colts, you're not shooting a bunch of ammo. But once you've ever used a progressive press, it's just hard to load damn ammo on a single stage anymore. I don't care if I only need 200 rounds. I'd rather do it on a progressive press.
Exactly. And even the progressive's not fast enough sometimes. I'm like, I feel like I should have been done already. Upside down primer once in a while or some bullshit. You're like, God dang. What's up, Rob?
He's trying to get in.
I'm still old school. I still use my old RCBS Rock Chucker single stage. Been using it for 40 years.
Hey, they work. Don't get me wrong.
It does everything I need to do.
I got 3 or 4 single stage presses. I mean, but some of my kind of like I just use this one for resizing bullets. I use this one for, whatever. I mean, a couple of them are just Lee cheap, presses. They're no big deal, whatever. But you can't reload without a single stage. Maybe you can, I don't know. But to me, you got to have a single stage press and be able to use it.
Oh, for sure, especially rifle stuff for me. If you're gonna make something, because the cost is down so far, it's like, well, let's make these real accurate, and that's, well, like pistol stuff. I mean, it's just nice to blast out like 300-400 rounds, even more sometimes, and then you don't have to deal with it for a while, and then come back a couple of weeks later and make some more.
Yeah.
Buck Run 11. Trees, you must have more time than I do. I probably do, Buck. I'm retired. Other than a little part-time job, I work a couple days a week, and that's only about 6 hours a day. So I do have plenty of time on my hands.
Yeah. I mean, and that's a good way to take it up. I mean, that's something fun. It's something enjoyable. For first working folks, I just want to damn chunk it out.
Yeah.
As fast
Well, that's the way I am. I might size 200, 300, 400, 500 rounds of brass a day, and maybe bell them, and then in the morning I might prime them, powder them, and put a bullet on them. Sometimes I can knock out a couple hundred in an hour and 20 minutes anymore, but it usually takes me 2 days now because I just ain't no hurry.
How you storing your primers, Don?
I got them in a 50 cal ammo can in my cabinet over here.
Yeah, I got mine. I think it's in a 308. It's amazing, the moisture. I'm learning a lot about moisture. Like, holy shit, I got guns growing moss on them and all sorts of crazy shit. Not good.
One thing about here in Michigan, other than summertime, and we run air conditioning, so the temperature. I've been doing it for 40 years, and I've never had any bad. Other than I bought, been 30-some years ago, I bought 1,000 Remington 1.5 primers, and they was bad small pistol primers. I mean, it was the primer because it was right out of the box. I had a lot of misfires with that. I never used Remington for the longest after that. I've always stuck with CCI. They've always done me good, that or Federal.
Yeah, I like the CCI primers. I did buy a couple thousand rounds at the last gun show of that. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the Leslier Solar
Spear.
What is it?
Spear.
No, it's some weird. It's in a green and red box. I can't think of what it's called. They make ammo as well, but I wanted to try them out because the price of the primers were half the cost of the CCIs, and I heard nothing but good reviews about them. But they're a little more square. Like on the CCI, it's a little more round when you're feeding them in the primer tubes. But I haven't had a chance to try them out. But that's what the guy said.
I've had primers that I don't put my primers in anything special, and the only primer I have had dead loads, like a dead primer. But they've been so far and few between. I think it was just I had oil on my fingers when I was messing with the primers from like the case lube or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only failures I've had is probably because of my own mistake, not because of the primers themselves. I mean, I've had some old primers. I've loaded primers that were 20 years old and they still went bang. And they were just sitting on a shelf.
I had a guy at the gun club. He gave me 1,000 Tula small pistol primers, and they worked pretty good. I think I had maybe 5, 6 out of that 1,000 that didn't go bang. I don't know how long he had them.
Well, and some of those videos you see me shooting IDPA, I went through a batch. There were CCIs though, but I had them before I moved. I had them for a few years, and there was quite a few that didn't fire. There were some light primer strikes as well, but I think some of it was the primer and some of it was light primer strikes. Yeah, that's it right there. Cellular Bellet. Bellet.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
But it was man, the price was like half the price, so I figured I'd just use them as prepping primers and throw them in a dry box and call it done.
Hey, as long as they work, that's all that matters.
That's right. I think I ended up buying small pistol primers is what I got. I don't know, small rifle primers. They didn't have any pistol left. A lot of good people out here in the external chat room, that's for sure. I got bored last night and decided to do a little chat just for fun. A few people showed up. It was nice.
Last night, that was this morning, boy. Well,
Part of it was.
This morning here in Michigan, let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I figured, shit. Why not,
I rolled out at 12:25 this morning. I couldn't sleep for squat. I went down, as I usually do. That's when I usually do all my watching videos.
Is that when you do it, when you can't sleep? Go down there?
Yeah, well, I get up between 1 and 2 every morning anyway.
Jesus. That's a little early for me. I don't go to bed. I go to bed too late, though.
I can go to bed at 12 o'clock, and I'm still going to get up between 1 and 3. I usually go to bed around 10.
Yeah. My problem is I get all screwed up going back and forth, especially when I go to the East Coast. I want to stay up till like 4 in the morning. My wife wants to beat the shit out of me because then it screws up her time. Her 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm sure it's hard for you flipping back and forth between California time and East Coast time.
Yeah, I got my first day in. I didn't get in here till 2 in the morning just because of the way the flight worked out. But I had to get up at 6 this time, at this time. And I was like, oh, man, I got my ass kicked the first day. I was like, oh. No, I don't so much get jet lag. My hours are just weird because I try to take a nap on the plane, and then it screws me up. But a couple more years, if I can make it that long.
Okay, I want to change the subject just a little bit. Nothing serious, but I don't advertise my Facebook account, but I do have a Facebook account. And we've kind of talked about sharing videos and things like that before. And something I've noticed here lately, like I'll share videos. I know you were talking about it the other day, Rick, sharing video. I hardly get any response if I share my videos or anybody else's videos, hardly any response. That's why I really don't share videos on Facebook. But if I write a funny little post, I'll get like 50 people liking it. So I'm assuming that people see it. They just don't react to it. What do y'all think? Do you think people actually watch the videos and they just don't react to them? They don't like or thumbs down or ha 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 or whatever.
I can tell you when I jump on and I see your video or your link or whatever you posted in YouTube or in Facebook, if I click on the video, it's basically as me not logged in. I can't comment. I can thumbs up it because I've done that before, but it won't let me comment. So if I want to comment, I got to go back into YouTube. So, but yeah, I think, I mean, people get millions of views on Facebook. I don't know if it's just because of our content or what the case is, but yeah, it's does not. I don't get shit shares on nothing on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, TR, whenever you post anything on Facebook, pretty much the same as Rob there. I don't, or Rob, Rick, I keep doing that. Yeah, I don't click on it on the Facebook link pretty much for the same reasons. Most of the time it's because I've already probably watched it on the YouTube link, and then I just don't thumbs up it or like it or happy face or sad face, whatever the hell those things are. I just kind of blow by it. But if like you put something down, like a short paragraph, and it's something funny, it's like I'll click the like button. But yeah, I've never done the video part.
Yeah, well, it's not so much that I'm expecting people to.
I'm not expecting them to do what?
He's reading something.
Better he froze up.
He is deep in thought right there.
He must have froze up. Well, we got a chance. Red October was out there, and he's if you're not familiar with him, he's been on this chat a few times. Great dude. Another small support him. Does a lot of cool stuff. Lately, he's been doing a lot of hearted comments, basically talking about the way things are going in his life and that kind of stuff, about doing his business, building signs. But get your butt over there, check him out. Red October.
Those signs he makes are some nice looking signs, that's for sure.
Yeah. True. TR still froze up. He better hurry up. He's only got about 5 minutes, and then this thing's gonna go to shit. Bird Dog, Blues Girl 65. I know he did a rundown. I don't know if he hit these guys that just kind of showed up late. Frank L. And I won the Real Cobra Burnouts contest. I was only off by one pick for his bottle caps.
Oh, thanks a lot. I haven't watched it yet. I got the link today. That was on my to do in the morning. Now I ain't got to watch it now.
Oh, come on. You still want to watch it?
I'll watch it.
You ruined a damn surprise.
Or maybe I'm just bullshitting you guys and I don't know shit. I could be wishing right now. Could be wishing. I'm tricky like that.
Nah, I'll be watching it in the morning. Very seldom do I watch, videos during the day here at the house. That's my morning thing.
Uh-oh, he's having issues.
Yeah, he backed out again, didn't he?
Yeah, he just sent me a message rebooting his router. So
he's talking about the videos on Facebook. I get more response from Twitter than I do Facebook. I was just looking at my Twitter account there, and Cobra Burnout put a like on my ammo can video that I put out today when I picked them up. Bird Dog, she comment, likes them or whatever. Whether they watch the video, they just see the link on whether they watched it on YouTube or they watched it on the link off of Twitter. But I don't know. I got Twitter, I got Instagram, I got Facebook, YouTube.
You are like set up with the social media.
Yeah,
you are.
There's
you're like Trump.
Yeah, I don't get on Twitter all that much. I just post stuff on it, and I'll post something every now and then. But
I thought I was going to the dark side, just going to Instagram, trying that shit out.
Instagram's pretty cool. Just post pictures on it.
Cool.
Like looking at some of that stuff.
I wish you could just type though, like comment, like just you have to have a picture or something with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done Twitter and all that. And I don't think thumbs ups do shit besides get you farther up on the reel on YouTube anyways. It's the shares. We kind of talked about this, I think, last last show, but the shares is when you can get it to go more places.
Right.
Because I have like a personal Facebook, and then a Is Your Six Covered one. And I'll put my videos on the Is Your Six Covered one, because I have a lot of friends on the Facebook side that don't even know I have Is Your Six Covered, and I don't want them to know about it. So it's like, but to get the views and the likes, there's TR's back, hopefully.
I got a personal Facebook account. I keep, with family and friends and stuff like that, but that's strictly not out there for everybody,
Yeah. And I don't so much mind it. It's just, my wife's always been huge about not putting the kids on YouTube. She's never wanted the kids to be on YouTube. So a lot of my Facebook stuff has pictures, of my kids and stuff. I'm not really sure why. I mean, no one's going to steal them. Hell, I wouldn't want to steal them.
Well, it looks like I got back in time before it killed the chat. My damn router.
I was looking at the clock going, he better hurry his ass up.
The damn router just all of a sudden decided to reboot. AT&T said, hey, let me reboot your router.
At least it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons, I just caught the tail end of that conversation. That's one of the reasons I don't advertise my Facebook account, is because I have so many people on Facebook that have YouTube accounts that they're YouTubers, but they use their real name, and they found me, and they'll, subscribe or whatever the hell you call it on Facebook. And so I'm not trying to be secretive. I just don't want people finding my Facebook account, because there's so many people that use their real name on YouTube, on Facebook, that are YouTubers, and you could figure it out if Actually, there's several of them. I don't even know who the fuck they are. I know they're a YouTuber, but I don't know who they are because they use their real name. But yeah, they have like 50 YouTube friends, and I'm like, well, I know them somehow or another.
Do you have another one besides the prepper one?
No.
Yeah, so they don't even know your name anyways, which is good.
Yeah, I don't use my real name. Other than my first name, Roger. But
all right, Fred. I still like that Roger thing. Just in case you want to know, Roger's real name is Fred.
All I did, it used to be just my real name. All I did is anyway, never mind. Anyway.
Yeah, Greg Campbell never uses his real name.
I like that one post you had on there. I don't know if you posted it yesterday or what, about the quit drinking, losing weight. I thought to myself, first, when I started reading it, I'm thinking, losing weight, he lost 30 pounds. He ain't no bigger than a wet fart now, Then when I got down to the end of it.
Yeah, that was a funny one there.
Running 5 miles a day.
That was another YouTuber that actually posted that. That was too funny not to repost. That was a good one. Like, I don't know whose post this is, but it said copy and paste.
Yeah, that's funny shit. I was going, this is the biggest line of bullshit. I wasn't even past the second line going, yeah, right.
Well, he said he lost 30, 35 pounds, and I'm thinking, is he talking about me? And then he started quit drinking, run 5 or 10 miles a day. I know he ain't talking about me. You see me running, you can rest assured somebody set my butt on fire.
Yeah, now Zero Cipher, I know him. I know who he is out there. Actually, I think it was his post that I copied that from.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
I could be wrong on that. I can't remember. Yeah, I've been a lot more active on Facebook here lately. I think just trying to be a pain in the ass, and it don't seem to be working.
Well, yeah, you were on a little Trump run there for a while, blasting the millennials.
Yeah, Zero Cipher. I thought that was your post that I'd copied that from. Yeah,
Was it?
That was a good
Yeah.
one, dude.
Yeah, you had me for the first couple of lines.
Yeah, a lot of people saying I was about to call you out on your bullshit.
Well, Stump, I think it was Stump. He said bullshit or some crap. I was like, this thing's a bunch of bullshit.
That was a good one.
That was good.
Now, the one that I talked about, the millennial wearing the leotards with the pockets on it, that was real. That was me just speaking my mind. Because I was in the damn gas station. I was like, what the fuck is this kid wearing? Are you kidding me? I mean, it was like yoga pants with pockets. It's like nobody wants to see every curvature of your ass.
You know, you bring that up.
Yeah, that's fine for a woman to wear, but dude, you don't need to be wearing that shit.
You bring something like that up, there's a woman.
Uses the girls' bathroom.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some old guy dressed like, where was that? Some airport somewhere. Can't remember where I flew into. The, the baggy pants thing? Some older dude, like, he was running around like baggy pants. So he either shit himself or or he was trying to be all gangbanger or whatever. I don't know. I was cracking up though. I'm like, pull your pants up.
My youngest grandson, of course, he's 24 now. He was over one day and he wears them down. He's a big boy. He's like I am. He's bigger than I am. He walked by me and I just reached over and just did a little tug and they fell down around his ankle. Grandpa, pull his pants up. I've seen your butt too many times before when you was a baby. I don't need to be seeing it now.
Exactly. Next time, stick some duct tape on that old plumber's crap.
I actually don't mind it whenever people wear baggy pants. It makes them easier to catch.
Yeah, they don't run very.
I bet.
If they want to run fast, they have to grab a hold of their pants and pull them up. So whenever they get to a fence, they have to let go to grab the fence, and that's usually when you get them. Because the pants start coming down.
You can't carry a gun when you got to hold both sides of your pants up. Either. Safer for you, Blue.
Yeah, really. I mean, hell, I carry a full size. Well, I mean, it's a Glock, so it's half plastic, but still, this damn thing's somewhat heavy. I can't wear baggy ass pants. I mean, but anyway, that kid, and it was just one example of what I see all the time. I mean, it was like these. It was the most. I mean, and y'all know on my Tuesday nights, I have Rosie on here, and I have a lot of transgenders, a lot of people of different diverse backgrounds. I got no problem with that. I have no problem with that. But if you're a man, you don't wear like yoga pants with a matching skin tight thing on top and walk like a woman. I mean, if you're gay, that's fine. I got no problem with that. But I see it too often that this is just considered freaking normal, that our youth is supposed to look feminine. You're not supposed to look like a woman. You're not supposed to walk like a woman. You're not supposed to look like a woman and act like a woman. Be a fucking man. If you're gay or transgender or whatever, that's fine. But if you're a fucking guy, be a man. That was my whole thing on that.
TR, that video that you've just put out, like the highlights of 2016. Holy shit! Yeah, I'm about pissed myself just watching that.
I like pussy.
I like pussy. I don't know what the problem is.
I remember that video.
Well, I figured if I was going to do the highlights of 2016, I couldn't leave out that clip there. I was like, that was a pretty big clip. You know, I mean, that was a pretty big and, you know, pretty bold video I did. So I might as well.
I don't remember seeing that video. Did you? Was that in a real video? Or did you just make that shit up?
It was after the whole thing come out about Trump supposedly talking about grabbing a woman by her pussy, you know, and there was such an uproar about it, and I did that video after that.
Okay, I missed it
because I know it wasn't the entire video in the recap, because the whole video was like, just in case I run for office, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know.
Oh, got it.
I remember that.
You know, I don't want some back room freaking audio tape come out or whatever. No, I'm just gonna go tell you, I like pussy.
That's right.
I like women. I like to date women.
Well,
now it's out there.
Yep, now it's out there, so they can't, you know, they can't throw it on me. You
That's
know,
right.
so when I run for president here in 10 years or so, you know, it's already out there.
Can I be your vice president?
Sure.
Sure. Could you imagine?
I'm pretty sure I couldn't get freaking mayor of Travelers Rest, much less anything more than that. But then again, hell, maybe I could. I don't know.
I want to know who the next public, what would be the word for it? Artist, rich person, who's going to be the next one trying to attempt it. It's starting to work. You know, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's cheese dick in California.
If Trump does good, he gets reelected, and I think he will. I think the economy is going to crash within his presidency, which is going to be bad, and there's no control over that. But if he's able to stick it through and do a really good job, I think our first woman president will be his daughter.
Oh,
that's what I think. Because she's a powerful woman. She's a smart woman. She has a head on her shoulders. And I mean, if she ran for president, I'd vote for her. What little bit I know about her now.
Let's not forget she's smoking hot.
Yeah, that too. I mean, shit, you know. That's besides the point.
The only problem
that was a given
with the woman president, nothing against ladies, is it would suck to be the husband because you'd be the first man. You know what I mean? Like, you would be officially the first. There'd be a lot of stuff going on. First lady president, you know, the first wife, the man. It'd be a crazy little concept. Michelle Obama.
I mean,
next. Oh fuck! I hope not.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Well,
if a Democrat, whatever the next Democrat that does run, I don't know who it will be, but the rug has been jerked out from under the establishment, and I think these ones that's in the limelight now, I don't think any of those will be. I mean, if Hillary Clinton couldn't fucking win a rigged election, none of these other ones can. I ain't saying somebody else from outside couldn't come in there and win it, but like I said, if Trump plays his cards right, if he does a good job, he should get reelected, more than likely. I mean, that's just the way that usually goes. And the next runoff, I mean, I could be wrong on that. I've just seen some posts and some things about Trump's daughter. I think she's got a shot at it. You know, it depending on the next 8 years. You know, Now, if Trump falls flat on his face in the next 4 years, well, game done, game over. But I think he'll do a good job. He'll probably get reelected, and it'll set the stage for his daughter.
Well, I think what Billy says here, Billy Richardson, about the dynasties, once you get the former presidents start running, the spouses of, kind of looks like a big dynasty. I got to agree with that. I mean, as soon as we saw, Hillary trying to get in, it's like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? And it's when you have a bad taste in your mouth, you're just like, but like you said, if Trump does a good job and she tries to do it or whatever the case is, I'm just hoping let's get past these next 4 years and hopefully things start getting better. Come on, Trump.
Yeah, well, like I said, I mean, it depends on the job he does. It all depends on that, Yeah. And let's be honest, the president only has so much power, even though he's like the most powerful man in Earth. At the same time, he still only has so much power he can, do. So we'll wait and see. But like the Clintons, you talk about a dynasty. I mean, we're talking shit back from the 80s. I mean, that's a dynasty, no doubt. The Bushes, same thing.
Yeah.
With the Trumps, he's not even in power yet. So so we can't really say that's a dynasty. If he did 2 terms and his daughter ran, yeah, you could start leaning toward a dynasty there a little bit. But nothing like the Bushes, the Clintons, the Soros, the Rothschilds, and all that. That doesn't even any way bear any comparison.
Well, let's give him a year to figure it out. To figure out all this crap, and then really hopefully turn everything around.
Yeah. I mean, Bush Sr. was in the freaking CIA back when JFK got freaking murdered. I mean, that's how long the Bushes have been in power. They've been in, places of influence.
Has there ever been a case, or can it be a case, where, like you guys are talking about Pence here, could it be where after 8 years, say everything, these guys were kicking ass, everybody loved them, the whole country I'm talking about, could they flop their positions and continue on for 8 more years?
Yeah, as far as I know, they could.
So you can be a president for 8 years, obviously, and then you can't be anymore. But is it anything that says you can't be a vice president for another 8 years?
Actually, I don't think. I think the way the law got written is you just can't serve more than 2 consecutive terms. So you could serve 2 terms, skip a term, and actually run again.
Oh, wow.
I could be wrong on that. If I am, somebody correct me. But from what I understand, it's just consecutive terms is what the law was written about.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird. I figured I'd ask the question because I don't know. Oh, my wife must have bought something at Apple. I just got a little email, the receipt come by.
I think it's 2 terms. I'm not sure. He says it's 2 terms total, but I think it's consecutive. But I'd have to look into that more to say for sure. But I think it's just 2 consecutive terms, period. But after that, if you skipped it, you could run again. Or like you said, be a vice president.
The computer's not working for some reason.
I agree with 806 Traveler. If Trump can get term limits on Congress, he'd be a success. That's that's where you need some term limits right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I doubt it would happen because who makes laws?
Yeah,
Congress.
Yeah.
They'd be cutting their own throats.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
What the fuck is going on here?
I see that Yankee 4, but I would have to look into that. I'm pretty sure it's only consecutive years, not total. But I'll have to look into it. I don't know for sure. I can't say 100%, but I want to say the law dealt with consecutive years.
Where's David?
Who would want it after 8 years? Who would want to
really.
stand there longer?
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing, especially like you said, it's like get in, get your work done, and then get the hell out.
Where's David? Who would want it after 8 years?
Sorry again.
No, if somebody wants to look at, I can't do it right now because I'm doing this chat, but look up the law.
I just did.
It was passed.
I just did.
Okay.
What is it?
What was it say?
A president is limited to serving 10 years in office. He or she can only be elected to 2 full terms, according to the 22nd Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. However, if an individual becomes president through the order of succession, then they're allowed to serve an additional 2 years.
Okay. Well, there you go.
What was the last sentence again, Blue? Sorry, buddy.
However, if an individual becomes president through the order of succession, then they are allowed to serve an additional 2 years. So that would
you
throw,
said, it was vice president and got, yeah.
Wouldn't that throw off the whole election seasons though?
No.
Yeah.
So let's say
It would have to, yeah.
No, because if say hypothetical, let's just say that Trump, next election or next 2 elections, he ran under Pence and Pence won the election. Trump was vice president. Something happened to Pence. Trump got the presidency. He's already served 8 years. After 2 years, then it would go to the next in line. It'd be like Secretary of State or something like that. I forget exactly how all that goes.
House Speaker.
House Speaker. There you go.
So
So they would just move it to the next person. That's how Ford got to be a president. He wasn't vice president. President Ford was not the vice president. He was the House Speaker. Is that the next in line?
No, Ford was vice president. Ford was vice president. Yeah, because they who was it that was under Nixon and he resigned.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
Ford got
then Ford was vice president and then he ran.
Yeah. But he wasn't vice president to start with. He just got a bumped up.
Right. Yeah, I don't know where they dug him. I don't know what he was in Congress or whatever.
Speaker of the House. So say Trump got assassinated in his second year. Pence moves up. He'd still be able to. He could run for president for 2 more terms.
Right. He'd fill out Trump's term plus he could run for 2 terms.
But it can't be more than a total of 10. Is how I listened to it, which doesn't mean shit.
And that's
But
what it says. They're limited to serving a maximum of 10 years in office.
Okay. So then you could screw up the presidential election if it happened on the first year, because then you'd have 1 extra year that it wouldn't work. So say within his first year, right after his first year, it was to happen. Pence moves in, so that'd be 3 years plus 4, give him 7, but he could never reach another term of 4.
Yeah.
So it would screw up the clock, basically.
Well, not really. I mean, I'll have to read it.
No, it would just go down to the next one, just like Ford. Ford was not Nixon's vice president. Spiro Agnew stepped down, and that allowed Ford to go to the vice president. And then when Nixon stepped down, that made Ford the president. Ford was not Nixon's damn vice president to start with. Trust me.
No, not to start with. No, he took over in the second term when Nixon or Agnew resigned or whatever it was.
Oh, hopefully that never happens, so we have to worry about it. I mean,
Well, I'm not claiming I know everything, but when I know a little bit about something, I'm kind of adamant about sticking to my guns. Like I said, the whole presidency thing, I wasn't really sure about how many terms they could do. And I was half-ass right. They could do another two years. But Ford was not Nixon's VP. Spiro Agnew was. And I had to go look it up because I didn't know who it was, but I knew it was somebody else.
I was thinking Agnew, but I wasn't sure on it.
And the crazy thing about Watergate is like stealing from a bubblegum machine from the freaking crimes we're seeing in the Washington today. And they just blow it over like it's nothing. And I'm not even going to get into Watergate. If you want to know what Nixon resigned from, how petty, how little, how insignificant it was, go look that crap up. And then think about pay for play and every damn thing else Hillary Clinton did, or Bill Clinton, or any of them did. It is insane that our media just blows it over like it's nothing. Oh, no, it's just, it's just way things are in politics. And when they fucking, basically damn near hang Nixon from the gallows for Watergate, which was nothing. He just got in trouble because he tried to cover up for his buddies who were just trying to find out. Well, like I said, I'm not going to get into it. Go do your own research. Go look into it. If you don't know about it, you need to know about it.
None of that shit.
Wild turkey. Cheers, everybody.
Freaking Forrest Gump wouldn't have been calling the front desk in the middle of the night reporting that light on.
Yes, all Forrest Gump's fault.
Yeah,
it's his fault. I'll tell you that. This is completely off subject, but that movie has got to be one of the best, just for like putting historical, parts into a movie and like inserting that one character into it. That's I don't know. That was great.
Yeah, it was.
TR, I'm going to slide out of here. I got to go get my girl to bed, help my girl get in bed. So
all right,
we will talk to you later.
Have a good night, Don.
Well, thank you.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you for coming by, Don.
Night, Don.
If y'all don't know trees are blowing, I'm pretty sure from the people I'm seeing out there in the audience, I'm pretty sure everybody knows trees are blowing. But if you don't, go check out Trees Are Blowing. Good guy. If y'all don't know. I seen KGB was out there. Coda Boy 32.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, it's weird. It's not showing how many people are watching.
I got 60 showing.
It's weird. Yeah, California's getting hit with some extra crap. Is that chair squeaking again, Blue? I love doing that to you. Can't be that loud.
You literally you don't hear it.
I hear it.
Oh,
Only when I go like this, though.
Mine squeaks a little bit too when I bend over. There we go. Got a little squeak there.
Let me spin it and see if that'll help.
Yeah, I didn't really know what kind of chat it was going to be tonight, being it's New Year's, and I don't know, just New Year's. So, not that I ever plan out any information anyway, but
well, I'm going to put you guys on the spot, and we're going to start with is your 6 covered? By far, personal and or worldwide, what was the best moment for you for 2016?
Best moment? Shit, do I get more than 30 seconds to figure this shit out?
Somebody starts a Jeopardy clock.
Read or say the question again. What was my best moments of 2016, basically?
Yeah, regardless if it was something like in your personal life and or like just something world news that just floored you or affected you so much that you're like,
Trump getting in was one of them, for sure. Being in a state where it actually had turned red, that was kind of like awesome. And then another one was shooting 3-gun for the first time. It was pretty badass. And I got, I had a lot of fun this year with YouTube and all you guys. And, family stuff too as well. Everything's been really good. Can't complain. Everybody's healthy, so that's awesome.
somebody out in the comments put down, please tell me the tree incident wasn't on your top.
No, see, I've already deleted that tree shit from my head. It's gone. It never even happened. Hey, TR, tell them about fucking Christmas at my house. Tell everybody watch this video every freaking night.
Was this the music video?
yeah.
No,
Is your seats covered playing guitar? That's the only video I shot the entire time I was there.
No, not that. When everybody sits around the fucking TV, there's what, 9 of us, 10 of us watching this tree falling video. And they already saw it the night before that and the night before that. And then Christy, she called me so that she could figure out the link to show her mom when she got home. So, yeah.
Yeah, everybody did, but I guess they just liked making fun of you, Rick.
I don't blame them. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I'd say for me, 2016, Trump getting elected was a big deal. I will say that. But as far as YouTube, I would say Farmageddon, getting to meet that many YouTubers at one time was really pretty cool. That was pretty awesome.
That's true too.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, I mean, I don't know. 2000, my life's been pretty good here lately. I can't complain. But getting to meet a lot of YouTubers and getting to be friends with a lot of YouTubers, with Rick and Rob and Pop's Quest, has been really cool to be able to, actually meet face to face with people and get to be friends with them. So I'd say I'm really blessed with that. So that was really, really cool.
Bird dogs beat cancer. It's freaking awesome.
I still can't believe that with all of the advances in science and medicine that we're still having this big of an issue with cancer. Do you guys think that it's a moneymaker? And or
Yes.
moneymaker / population control?
Moneymaker for sure. There's no money in a cure.
Okay, Mr. Oprah Winfrey. What about your fucking goals for the year? Don't be
Rick,
making more questions.
Everybody, look under your chairs. There's the keys to your brand new 2017 car. Oh no, but 20. I don't know. I can't.
What?
I
What are you
can't.
talking about? You
I
gotta
can't
answer.
complain about 2016. 2016 was awesome. No major issues, family life, anything like that. Everybody's healthy, happy. The hugest thing in my personal life, which I know we've touched on here several times, was whenever they wanted to strip where I work, they wanted to strip everything down to damn near nothing, and we had this overflow of citizens that just came in and basically told the council we're the bear shit in the woods, and that if this is what the community wanted, and if the council didn't agree with a different budget to make sure that we stayed at least where we were, that they weren't going to vote for them the next election. And I was like, man, that's awesome. So on a personal level, that was about the best thing of 2016, just because regular family life, there was no major issues. National world news, I got to agree with you guys. 2016 with Trump being elected for president for 2017, that's, I don't know. We see the snowflakes out there crying and skipping school and everything else, but personally, I felt that was a big boost to the working population. So I don't know, 2017's got to kick ass. It's going to be a hard year to follow. So
I think that's cool. I mean, sounds like we all did good this year. I'm just excited to see what kind of changes are gonna. I really hope, and I think Brian's still out there. I don't know his whole name, but Brian something from California. I really hope Trump tries to figure out a way to turn that stupid ass bullshit laws, for concealed carry and AR-15 bullshit laws and bullet buttons and all that crap. So we shall see. But I really hope he makes suppressors where you just go pick them up. Because I just want to go buy a damn suppressor. I don't want to wait. Yeah, national concealed carry. That would be badass. Have to admit.
Yeah, I do wish for that, but as long as they do it the right way. I don't want it to be the federal government getting involved into it to where it involves the federal government, like it's a federal CCW. You know what I mean? I don't want that. So I think it should just be like driver's licenses. They should just make it, hey, if my driver's license is good in South Carolina, it's good in North Carolina, and it should be the same for a concealed weapon permit. If they do it like that, I'm cool with it, and they should do it. Period.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Your life's just as important in another state than it is in the state you live in.
Exactly. You got to be careful getting the federal government involved in a concealed weapon permit type deal. It should just be, I can't say the word. I'm from too deep in South Carolina to say it, but anyway, I'm not even going to try.
Cobra Burnout brought a good question there. Basically, for the constitutional carry states, they don't really have a license, so they wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't be able to show proof of. They would have to almost change that, basically.
Well, not necessarily. If your state has constitutional carry and you go into another state, well, your state has constitutional carry, so that carries over to whatever state you go to, right?
Yeah,
you don't even have to have a damn license.
If you didn't want to deal with the required permits, so if everybody did it, it would work.
That's what I'm saying. If the federal government made it, whatever's legal in your state is legal in every state for you, depending on your state. You wouldn't even have to. I mean, your ID, your driver's license. Like if it was you, if you're from Arizona and you can carry, or say North Carolina, you can open carry. You come down to South Carolina, if the police did want to check your credentials, they say, oh, well, he's from North Carolina. They can open carry, so he's good. Boom, give you your license back. That is your credentials.
Yeah, I don't see it going down like that though, because I mean it could if they're all the states agreed with it, but I don't see them going, oh, you're from North Carolina, you can go ahead and you open carry or whatever the case is. You'd almost have to follow the laws that you're of the state that you're in, but as long as all the states agreed upon it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful with the getting the federal government involved, because then you would get into a national registry of who has a concealed weapon permit. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want the federal government involved in that.
Yeah.
But if they made it, you know, the reciprocity, that's why I didn't want to say it.
Reciprocity.
Yeah, reciprocity. Just like a driver's license. I have a concealed weapon permit in South Carolina. It's good in North Carolina. North Carolina has open carry. We don't in South Carolina. But when you come to South Carolina from North Carolina, you should be able to open carry because that's what your state allows. That's what you're allowed to do. Your driver's license should be enough credentials to make that happen. Because if you get into anything else, then it's going to be a federal concealed weapon permit. And we don't want that. We do not want a federal concealed weapon permit. As far as I'm concerned, Constitution is enough. But beyond that, which we know we're not there, if they do want to go that route, it should just be your driver's license. Whatever's legal in your state should be legal anywhere else. Period.
Yeah, and Coda Boy, he brought up a good question. Think of it as if it was just as hard for everybody as California to get a concealed weapons permit. And it's a pain in the ass in California, as most of you know.
It should just be constitutional carry, period.
That would be nice.
Yeah. But like I said, we don't want the federal government to get involved in our concealed weapon permits. We do not want that.
Yeah.
That is a dangerous road to go down.
True.
But they should be able to pass laws saying, you know, what's good in your state is good in any state. But all the states would have to pass it, you know. But if they did, your driver's license would be your permit.
And then 6'8" guy. He said, do states have different training for driver's licenses? He's basically asked earlier about, I think it was him. Do you think it should be where you have to go take a training class? Me personally, I believe you should have to qualify of some sort. If it takes you 2 hours to qualify, then maybe you don't need 8 hours. But if you suck and you can't hit the broadside of a barn and it takes you 16 hours to qualify to pass, then it takes you that long, in my opinion.
If
I disagree.
You need to know how to hit the broadside of a barn.
I disagree.
Well, that's fine. I don't care.
Well, you have the First Amendment right to be an asshole.
Yeah.
And you have the Second Amendment right to bear arms with no restrictions. Period. Whether you're worth a shit at it or not, it is a constitutional right. Whether we agree with it, I think we should have training. I think everybody should have training in guns. Don't get me wrong. But bottom line is, it is a constitutional right. A driver's license is not a constitutional right. That is a privilege. So,
I still think you should pass something.
No, fuck that.
Pass it.
So you're unconstitutional.
and if for nothing else, it's more for civil liability. Take a training course. You know, if you actually take this course that's put on by whatever company, and you have to use, you know, lethal force against somebody, that at least is going to help you out in a wrongful death lawsuit. That yes, you took this course, yes, you passed. I don't have an issue with that, and I agree with both parts. I agree with it's not needed. However, I think it's a great idea to do it, if for nothing else, for personal liability issues.
Yeah, yeah. For personal liability, yeah, I agree with that. But
No, you're not allowed to agree with that.
you can't restrict somebody's right to own a gun, period, whether they have training or not, because it is their constitutional right. That being said, I think you should get training, and in the traditional sense, not even sense, traditionally, parents taught their children how to use guns. You had to hunt to eat. You know what I mean? I mean, this stuff was handed down. It's not today. So I agree with the training. I really agree with it. But at the same time, I don't think you should ever restrict somebody from owning a gun, carrying a gun, with or without training, because then you're actually infringing on their constitutional rights. Whether they're worth a shit or whatever or not, you can't do it. You cannot do it.
So we have Barney Fife out there that can't hit the fucking broadside of a barn.
But it's his right.
It's his right.
You can't.
Departmental policy kind of dictates different, but you will not carry a gun while on the job. Get the fuck back on traffic.
Back to the office.
Do I need to send y'all another one of these?
Well, here's the thing. So if you go constitutional carry, then there is no paperwork. And then I can see there not being any class. Now, if you have, like, let's just pretend it's today. The reason why you go get your permit and they make you take some type of, not everybody, not all states, but some type of qualification is so that when you do go, like Blue was saying, for some legal issues, you have the proof that you gone through the minimum, requirements to carry a firearm, and that should help you out. And I think of the YouTube videos as I can basically go on the stand and say, well, I trained this day on Thursday, I trained that day on Thursday, because a lot of it's videotaped. I mean, it's recorded training sessions, basically.
Let me refresh y'all's memory. Second Amendment.
I'm not talking about the Second Amendment. I'm just talking about
well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And that's it.
That's it.
It don't say the right to keep and bear arms after training. It don't say that. It just says the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It don't say concealed carry. It don't say open carry. It just says the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Every gun law on the books today is fucking unconstitutional, period. I'm not disagreeing that you should get training, and you should be trained. I'm just saying you should not restrict somebody's right to own a gun, carry a gun, however the fuck they want to carry it, period. That's just my stance. I'm going to be through Blue and all the way with that. Any gun law is illegal already on the books. Any restriction from carrying a gun is fucking illegal. It's unconstitutional. Now, that doesn't mean that it hasn't happened and the Supreme Court has allowed it to happen. But being a true constitutionalist, they're all fucking illegal. And you cannot restrict guns, ownership, carry of any kind.
Hell no.
I agree. I agree with what TR just said. However, we also have to agree if fucking Lala Loopsy is trotting down through the fucking middle of a mall, being law-abiding fucking citizen, and like la 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 la, she ain't shooting nobody, she ain't doing nothing. She's doing her fucking constitutional right to be a fucking, and don't beat up on me, being a fucking idiot, to like have her gun out and be a fuck. It better be goddamn legal to shoot that bitch before she kills somebody. But I agree with what TR says.
Well, yeah, but in the instance you're talking about, isn't she putting other people's lives in danger?
Oh, absolutely. Drop that bitch.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I got no problem with that. I understand where you're coming from with that. And I actually don't think everybody should have a gun. I don't think every American in America should have a gun.
Oh, that's unconstitutional, TR.
Say they didn't have the right to. I'm just saying I don't think they all should have a gun.
You need to
There's a lot of fucking cuckoos out there.
Am I gonna have to send you another one of these?
Give me
But I'm not going to restrict their right to that.
oh, fuck.
I'm just saying I don't think everybody should have one.
If my mentally handicapped neighbor ever come out with a gun, I'd be scared shitless, and I'd be doing everything to restrict that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what the hell?
I need more guns.
So it is it's a trickery. It's not trickery. I can't even talk. It's a slippery slope. Defending the Constitution and being true to it. It really is.
Yeah, but there's a difference between owning a gun and carrying a gun in public.
No. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. How do you bear arms? Bear arms is not in your closet. Bear arms is that motherfucker's on you. Right? If I'm bearing arms, what does that mean? That means I got it on me. Got it with me. I'm carrying it. I'm holstering it. Whatever. If I'm bearing arms, it's on me. Second Amendment. The right to bear arms shall not be infringed.
Amen. Can I get a hell yeah?
You don't say the right to own a gun in your closet.
Okay, moving on.
I just want to get that out there and just
Don't
be
make
the
me
complete fucking
make the chair
asshole.
squeak. I will squeak the chair.
Way to go, Rick. Piss them off.
No, you can't piss TR off. Greg Campbell. I exercise the right to bear arms every summer when I wear my wife beaters. You should have put bear farmer tan arms.
Mario, in the weeks of TR's constitutional schooling. Hey, fact, word for word. That's just plain as day. They fucked it up. The Supreme Court fucked it up. Congress fucked it up. Our government fucked it up. Go ask California. Our fucking government fucking failed us on the Second Amendment, on the Constitution, period. New York, Chicago.
And the Second Amendment shooters failed California and everybody else as well by not signing those petitions like they needed to.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, those people are bitching and complaining. I didn't do a video on it, but I responded to one of Daily Shooter's things is with all the shooters in California, that the percentage of people that showed up were small and minimal for what they needed. And they really blew it on this one.
Yeah. Everybody go raise hell if they want, men using the women's bathroom. But when it comes to an actual constitutional right, everybody stays home. Everybody just shrugs their shoulder on it. It's like, what the fuck? I am very disappointed in the American public in general. Not everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but in general, We, the people, failed our country. It's not so much the government failed us, it's that we, the people, failed the country. We did it. We let it happen. Not me and you, not the people out there in the audience, but over time, the people have let the government slam the fuck over us. We, at least our ancestors let it happen.
Yep.
Just like California.
Yep. Well, and this could happen anywhere else. I mean, the next state, there's a whole shit ton of states that are following California's bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully it's not going to be so, well, maybe it is, politically incorrect to like being a conservative. I mean, we won the Senate, we won the House, we won the presidency, and we're going to get to the Supreme Court. Hopefully things will start to at least steer the right way. At least steer that way. I ain't saying it's going to get the right way, but at least it'll steer the right way.
Yeah. Well, it can only get better, I hope. I mean, I feel like we're at the bottom of the barrel right now. Shit. I know it could get worse. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Got nowhere to climb but up. Where'd old Blue go? There he is. All right, I'll be right back. Jayhawk's out there. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Jayhawk? Him in a while.
Oh, no kidding.
Well, we got quite an audience out there. Parlusk is out there, and Dirt Road, Cobra Burnout. There's a bunch more than that. I'm sorry I ain't getting all your names down. But anyway, a bunch of people.
I just wish we'd stop being such a bunch of pussies. And can you imagine how much money we could free up state by state, even nationally? Because there's federal prisons with killing people. TR, if I saw you kill somebody unjustifiably, you should be dead. Same on my part. Mm-hmm. I should be as dead as well. None of this bullshit with, I mean, I can see maybe having an appeal. I can see that. But because of your mental capacity, because you walked in on your wife screwing another guy, yeah, that's going to piss you off. If you choose to end that person's life or the wife's life, that's on you. You killed them, you die. Put that fear back in there, clear the jails out from all these pedophiles and everybody else that's on death row. God, you'd save so much money. And I don't want to say put fear, but it's a healthy fear. And I don't even care if it's, a lot of people are afraid, not us in this community, but a lot of people. I just saw a post today where some waitress at a Waffle House or some shit, she got fired for, she was an idiot and put a bullet through the ceiling while they were being robbed by a guy with a gun. She should have shot the son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's just, I don't know. Everybody's been kind of, I don't want to say
pussified.
Yeah, nutted. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but damn, we gotta. If you harm a child, if you harm the elderly, with like the home invasions, like that type of shit. Okay, elderly, children, mentally handicapped, and I mean mentally handicapped not because you have ADHD. I mean because you're mentally handicapped. If you take advantage of any of those three classes of people that depend on us to take care of them, you die. And whenever I say take advantage of, I mean rape, sexually abuse, that type of thing. I'm not talking, like you take 20 bucks from them.
You're not talking about they robbed a piggy bank. Yeah, I know.
Right. But if you harm, I mean, literally physically harm one of those classes of people, there should be no, I mean, it's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. But unfortunately, and this, Never, I'm not going to say my joke. Actually, yes, I will. And this is just a joke. So any women out there, this is a complete joke. We lost all that when we gave women the right to vote. And I'm just pissing with you. But
We lost all that because what now? I missed that.
because we gave women the right to vote.
Oh, okay.
I say that to people, and I mean that so lightheartedly. It's just me being a dick. But no, you have too many of these bleeding heart people out there that want to. We can reform these people. We can do this. We can do this. There isn't enough fucking medication in the world to reform some of these people.
No, you don't get along with society. We ain't got the time or money to fucking educate you. Here, have a seat. Bzzzt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that'd be the nice way of doing it. I say firing.
It should be like the Wild West. It's like, we'll give you a fair trial, and then we're going to hang you. If you made it to trial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's, and I don't know. There's still that I hate saying it, but that I want that fear in people that know that if they fuck up and do something stupid, they're going to die. So you do not a lethal injection. I mean, you're still fearful that you're going to die. I would be scared shitless if I'm standing with a freaking blindfold and I hear all those guns. That's just that. Oh, Christ. I mean, I think that needs a firing range, hanging, no lethal injection, electric chair, maybe. I mean, that's still pretty damn scary because they got to strap you in and do all that other stuff. But
hey, trust me, when I was growing up, there's nothing wrong with a certain amount of fear of doing the right thing. My entire teenage life, I don't care if I got pulled over by cops for DUI. I really wouldn't have gave a shit about that. What I would have been scared about is the punishment I would have got from my father.
Mm-hmm.
The beating and the shit that would have took place once my father found out. There was always maybe that is wrong. I get where you're coming from, a little bit, saying that, maybe you shouldn't fear people but to being morally correct. But at the same time, there has to be a price for not being morally correct. If you allow everybody just to be batshit fucking crazy, do whatever the fuck they want, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want. There has to be consequences for your actions.
Mm-hmm.
Period. If you fucking rape a little kid, you don't go to prison for 5 years and get out. No, fuck that. You get shot on sight.
Right in the face. Shot in the face.
Shoot them in the face.
Fuck yes. Now we're talking. Blue's the vice president now, by the way.
I just booted your ass out of the VP seat. I'm sorry.
I know. Fuck you. I got better shit to do anyways.
We'll make you Secretary of State.
I'll be in charge of making sure there's iced tea.
Yeah, but our whole justice system is failing us as a society as well.
Yeah,
it's a joke. Not saying that I would want to go to prison for 20 years. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm sure it's bad. It's rough, but it's not. Our justice system is not where it should be. And Blue knows more about it than I do. I'm just spitballing because evidently it must not be too bad because these kids and adults don't give two shits whether they go to fucking prison or not. They don't care. So evidently it's not rough enough.
Oh, don't even start. California just approved, I think it was Prop 56 or 57 or 58, one of those ones where they worded it wrong. I'm hoping this was the real answer. They approved. Basically, you can do a drive-by. You can do you can rape a woman if she's sleeping, and all sorts of these rules, right? And they're not considered felonies anymore. So they basically are going to have all these criminals coming out of the prisons that because there's no room, so that was their reasoning behind it. I think it was a way someone said the way it was written was like save money on this or whatever, and everybody hit no and they should have hit yes, or yes was no and it was backwards.
Oh yeah, it always.
And I cannot believe the amount of people that voted for that shit. I was like, you dumb asses. A lot of police officers are pissed about it. Even the fire buddies that I know, that arson isn't considered a freaking felony anymore. They're changing all sorts of crap. It's bullshit.
Well, first of all, and this is just my personal opinion, let me just throw this out here, my little spiel right quick. First of all, there should be no private prisons, period. Second of all, take all drug use, I'm not saying fucking drug dealers or whatever, I'm talking drug use offenders out of prison. That should not be you should not go to jail for using drugs. If you want to kill yourself, kill yourself. Who gives a fuck? And free up all that space and have the criminals in jail. Not drug users, not somebody that had a bag of pot on them or fucking bag of cocaine. Don't put them in jail. I mean, yeah, fine them or whatever you want to do with it, but don't put them in jail. Don't fucking flood the jails with these drug abusers. And second of all, don't make it a private institution. There should not be a private jail. There should not be a corporation making money off me and you on our tax money to house prisoners. Don't make it a business. They made it a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you look at Arizona, and I can't remember his name right now, Sheriff, and you make it so prison sucks ass like it's supposed to, they're not going to want to go back. I mean, you have to make it suck ass. Run around in pink underwear, get bologna sandwiches. That's all you get. No TV. Go fuck yourself. You're in jail for a reason, not freaking the Hyatt, or the Hilton. It's bullshit.
Yeah, our whole system is fucked up from the bottom to the top. It is so fucked up. But I mean, I really don't care if somebody does drugs. If they want to be a drug addict, I don't give a shit. But the first time they steal from somebody, yeah, you lock her ass up for that.
Mm-hmm.
The first time they hurt somebody, rob somebody, whatever, you arrest them for that, but not just for being on drugs.
I could care less about that crap. I'm talking about the rapists and the freaking all the guys that need to be in jail. There's a lot of people that go to jail just to get food and a warm place to sleep at night. A lot of people that get out of jail and try to figure out something to get back in jail, but not too harsh where they go to prison and it's, so they're playing the system just as well, trying to get some food. But if you made it where you had the same bologna sandwich every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, ran around in your pink freaking uniform and picked up roadside trash all day long, or built some project to clean a forest or whatever the case is.
And that's the other thing. Put their asses to work.
No shit. Fucking sit around, watch TV, and lift weights all fucking day long.
I'm going to lift weights. I'm going to watch TV, and I'm going to read books, and I'm going to get a degree while I'm in prison. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I can't afford a goddamn degree, but if I go kill somebody or rape somebody and I go to jail for a couple of years, I can come out with a goddamn doctrine. What the fuck? That's a flawed system.
A very flawed system.
Go to the U.S. military, serve your country. We'll help you pay maybe some of your college costs sometimes. Maybe not, probably not. But you go to fucking jail, you get a goddamn college degree. I mean, that's just, yeah.
It is screwed up. It is definitely screwed up. And they have more rights in jail than we do.
Oh, shit, yes.
Bullshit. Definitely flawed. Okay, well, who's in charge of all the jail stuff? I want to be that guy. You guys can be the president and vice president. I'm going to change that shit.
Whoever's in charge of the DOJ.
I'm going to go stick him in a freaking desert somewhere with barbed wire, no shoes, dig holes. What's your What's your dirt doing in my hole, boy?
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, like Jayhawk out there said, TR, I'm with you about drug users as long as they don't infringe on my rights. And that's the whole thing. As long as they don't infringe on anybody else's right. If they start, robbing people, well, you fucking arrest them for that shit and put them in jail. I mean, but if somebody wants to be a crackhead and they don't break any other law other than buying and doing crack, I actually have known, maybe not know now, but have known people, that do drugs, but they actually show up for fucking work and go to work, and I don't give a shit what you do in your free time, As long as you ain't trying to, break into my house or my car and whatever, I mean, if you're somewhat fucking, whatever, I don't know how to word it, but who gives a shit? Hell, I drink beer, so, but I'm not stealing from anybody to buy beer.
What was that? 1932. Your ass would have been thrown in jail.
Exactly.
For drinking beer?
Yeah, prohibition.
I don't even consider beer an alcohol. Yeah, go back to the eye for an eye deal. You steal, you get your hand cut off or something. People stop that shit quick.
And see that's there's a reason Blue is a much more morally upheld person than me, because I called a damn rapist or a murderer dead nuts in the act, that son bitch is dying. I'm sorry.
we can.
I couldn't be a cop.
No, that's one of those forcible felonies. You can shoot them on spot.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah, you
got to stop.
It never happens because usually they jump up and like, she consented, and once they do this and stop the action, then you're kind of screwed. But start popping people in the back of cars. I thought it was a rapist. I'm sorry. It's prom night, damn it.
There you go. Cut the balls off.
All right, guys. Anything else we need to talk about?
We talked about reloading. I don't think so.
No, I think we covered it pretty well.
Okay. And the only reason I say that is I got to go to work in the morning. The plant that I work at has been shut down all week, and we got to start up. And being that I'm in maintenance, I got to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm looking at, if I go to bed here in the next few minutes, I might get 5 hours sleep. So I want to cut this off. But I did enjoy the chat, and I hope I didn't piss too many people off.
And if we did, so what?
That's right.
Go wear your safety pin. You'll be all right.
Yeah. And if this didn't offend you, go look at my last video. That should offend you. Anyway.
Or make you fall on the ground and piss yourself, one of the two.
Yeah, one of the two.
No, I'd say that's it. Got a 2,000 subscriber giveaway coming up. Hopefully sometime in the year 2017. And other than that, come subscribe.
Yeah, anything, Blue?
No, not really. Other than I just want to reiterate the thing about letting females vote was the downfall of the country. I was completely not serious about that. So I don't want to start getting hate mail. That was just, it's a joke that I heard it from somewhere and I was like, that's damn funny. I'm going to start saying it. And I started saying it as, a tongue in cheek thing. So I don't mean it. It's just, it's funny. Just think about it. It's funny. Other than that, nothing. Here's to a great 2017. And we shall catch everybody later. Thanks, TR. And Rick, is your 6 covered? We'll catch you next time, buddy.
Have a good one, everybody. Good night.
All I want to say is come late March, early April, I'm not sure exactly when it's going to happen. But I hope in 2017, I've already met and been around Rick, but I hope I get to meet Blue 823 in person. That will be awesome.
I will be there. Come hell or high water.
Nice.
Everybody wants me to fly. Fuck no.
It's really not that bad, Blue.
I don't care. Don't care. If you give me some good drugs, I'll fly. Other than that, nope.
All right.
Anyway,
Drive.
Here's to meeting Blue in 2017, and of course, Rick, your whiny ass better be there. Anyway,
I'm gonna shoot the shit out of that course.
Cheers, everybody! Happy New Year, and I hope and pray everybody has a wonderful 2017. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm at work, so it's tea.
Night, everybody.
Night.
See you next time.
Peace.